you kind of mentioned that the squeeze came out of like bad times in just your personal life. Do you think because I would say a lot of great art has been made from bad times. You know, good art comes out of people's bad times. You know, whether it's heartbreak or yeah, whatever other, just the stress of the constant squeeze on us. One way or the other, I think a lot of good art comes out of it. Do you think we'll see like resurgence in art that kind of means something a little bit deeper?
I think we're
Um,
seeing it now.
yeah,
I think that uh I mean, fuck man, if you got like the last person I expected to like come out swinging, making like great political rap was Macklemore, but it happened. You know what I mean? Like I never been a Macklemore fan personally. Not you know, it just wasn't my bag. But it's
right,
like you are seeing, and I mean now it's like Kneecap, obviously. Like you're
right.
like there's like you know some intense stuff going on like in the art world, and even like I think that hip hop's in a good place compared to where it has been. I think there's a lot of different opinions about this, and like fair enough, but I've been sort of locked in, paying attention, passionate about hip hop since, 98, 99. So I've seen it go through a lot of ebbs and flows and shit over the years.
Yeah,
And I feel like, and I mean, you're probably around my age too,
yeah.
right? You're
That's
in your
about
30s.
how long I've been paying attention to it. Yeah,
Yes. You probably remember like every couple of years everyone panics that like hip hop is dead and lyricism is dead and like whatever.
yeah.
Like I feel like it happens constantly. I've personally like I've always felt the same way about this. I think hip hop is forever. I think that lyricism will never die. I think that to me hip hop is the best genre. It like that's just I mean that's my feeling. And
I
like
agree on all those things you just said, and I don't think that hip hop will ever die. Die. It'll just go deeper and deeper underground, right? And
yeah, I mean, I think
so
that like that back and forth has always been there. I think that like it's touchy to talk about this shit, but like the corporatization of it has always been bad. It's always been like there's always been too much control in the wrong hands.
mhm.
Like all of that's always been true. The more that we believe within hip hop that capitalism is the answer, the worse things will get. And that's true in society in general. So it's like if you're allowing yourself to believe that like everything you do should be about bottom dollar shit and like you getting rich no matter what how it affects everyone else, like
Right.
that's gonna be bad for hip hop the same as it's bad for communities. But I think right now we're seeing like even someone like La Russell, right? Who like just started blowing up to me at least for like I don't know his whole story, right? But I just saw him like blowing up more and
Yeah,
more
he's been
on
around, but
social
he's
media.
definitely a lot more prominent this year than he
But
has been. Yeah.
you see what he's doing though, right? Like he's not just like making bullshit. Like he makes a ton of shit, but you see him in the community, in
Mm.
different communities, engaging with people one on one, engaging with young people in like active ways, trying to make thoughtful music. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not like I'm not even sitting here being like a stan of the guy. It's not like I'm his biggest fan or anything. It's just like I think that his career is a good sign to a degree, I would say, because he is so focused on like lifting each other up and like solidarity and like the beauty of art and confidence and like you see these videos. I get emotional watching some of this shit, like watching him like interact with the youth and stuff. Because I've done music workshops with the youth. I'm doing
Sure.
a 6-week workshop in the fall at the YMCA in the North End here. Um, that's going to be like free programming for like kids that are interested in music, like so
Nice.
like that aspect of it. I was having a big conversation about this with King Woo's the other day at Flourish. He played at the same show as me. He's like a great hip-hop artist from Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I've played his
um,
stuff on Attic. Yeah.
right, yeah. um, we were having this conversation about like how much like community matters and like interacting with the youth and like trying to like make space for young people in the art scene and stuff. And I think someone like Russell. I think Little Sims is also a good example of this, like the way that she interacts with the community and like the type of art that she's making. I think that over the year, and I mean even like No Name is an example of this. I think that there's always been this through line. If you go all the way back to the 70s, there's always been a through line of like intelligent, thoughtful, community focused hip hop. It has always
Yeah.
been there. It's never gone away. If
Yeah.
you don't pay attention to it, you don't know about it. But if you do, it's always been there.